We trust you're doing well. These are the stories making headlines tonight. President Ruto asked Kenyans to take part in public participation forums to push for implementation of state projects. Northeastern region leaders fault the Teachers Service Commission for the poor state of education in Northeastern. In agribusiness tonight, Nyeri County Agriculture Department launches campaign to promote consumption of white meat in schools. And another loss for Kenya as Kenyan athlete Charles Kipsang dies after mountain race in Cameroon.
This is Weekend Live with Odida.
Alright, welcome to the broadcast. Mutava Mwangeli is our sign language interpreter tonight. We are live on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya and on X at KUTV_Kenya at Odida. Let's get started. Now, President William Ruto has continued to drum up support for his affordable housing project, saying that it is among the top programs that will go a long way in solving Kenya's unemployment challenges. President Ruto has therefore asked Kenyans to participate in public participation forums for laws behind state projects to be implemented.
After the church service that brought together leaders and saints of the African Independent Pentecostal Church of Africa AIPCA in Kasarani here in Nairobi for the 100th celebration of the church existence, President William Ruto has acknowledged the need to strengthen Kenya's skilled labor through education.
Sasa tumetia msingi thabiti maneno ya elimu. Mwaka uliopita tuliajiri waalimu 56,000. Mwaka huu tutaajiri waalimu 20,000. Budget yetu tumeongeza karibu bilioni 127 ya kusaidia masomo ya watoto wa taifa letu la Kenya.
The head of state has however maintained that the affordable housing project is among the government's program that shall solve unemployment programs among the youth in the country who graduate but end up lacking jobs.
Katika ile nafasi tumepanga ya ajira Kenya, program ya affordable housing, program ya value addition agro-processing manufacturing, program ya digital jobs, program ya export of labor. Hiyo mipango yote tunataka kujumuisha vijana wetu wote wa Kenya ndio tuweze kuhakikisha kwamba wanapata ajira. Vijana wa Kenya watoe mchango wao kupeleka taifa letu la Kenya kutumia nguvu, elimu, taaluma ambazo wamepata.
The president's support of the affordable housing program has however been met with tremendous setbacks from the opposition, who have indicated that they intend to challenge the housing bill in court once it is signed into law. In a press briefing last week, the opposition argued that the government ought to develop other strategies to solve the unemployment crisis instead of taxing Kenyans more.
The proponents of the Affordable Housing Levy Bill 2023 have christened it as an empowerment, as an employment creator. But nothing can be further from the truth. It remains a punitive tax. We believe in creating an enabling environment for manufacturing so that more investors can set up in our country and provide jobs for our people. The Budget Policy Statement 2024 offers little, if any, in terms of encouraging manufacturing.
However, the bill is now intended to solidify the decision to levy a 1.5% tax on employees' gross salary into law after the Senate's approval. Anyango Sylvia, KUTV.
Now, a section of leaders from Northeastern region have hit out at the Teachers Service Commission (TSC), accusing them of being the weakest link in improving education standards in the region. The leaders who are speaking in Bura East said the numbers of students in the Northeastern do not match the number of teachers, thereby greatly compromising the education standards. Listen in.
Speaking in Bura East, leaders led by host Member of Parliament Salah Yakub, MP Lagdera Abdikadir Hussein, MP Wajir East Adan Daud, and MP Mandera South Abdul Haro said that they were doing their level best to address education challenges in the region. However, Teacher Service Commission (TSC) has on the other hand been a stumbling block.
Kuna walimu wengi ambao wako trained na hawana kazi. Tunataka county waandike walimu kazi.
Yakub, who recently launched a free milk program for all public primary schools in the area, said lack of teachers was likely to water down all their gains that have and will be realized. According to him, for the last 3 weeks there have been a surge in numbers for school-aged going children enrolling in all schools across the constituency.
Vijana wetu wale wanamaliza form 4 wajiunge na shule, college na university ili wafanye taaluma ya ualimu.
The registrator, who has also introduced zero tuition fee bursary program for all secondary school students, said that their plea to the teachers employers body is to post more teachers to match the enrollment and replace teachers who fled due to insecurity in the area.
Lazima tuangalie hiyo uwezo wa TSC na tupunguze uwezo yao ya kucheza na watoto yetu.
Dakika moja, dakika bure women group. Dakika bure.
According to TSC staffing data in Mandera County, 1,387 local teachers are teaching in primary, junior secondary, and senior secondary schools. Of these, 889 are non-locals. In Wajir, 1,221 are non-locals, whereas Garissa has 808 locals and 1,136 non-locals. Edward Nyamu, KUTV.
As one of the ways to deal with the stigma surrounding menstruation, various organizations in collaboration with the Busia County government have joined forces to bring education on menstruation to schools in Busia. It has been said that many girls in the county cannot afford the cost of buying sanitary towels every month, leading to many of them not attending classes and for some neglecting education. Salma Solen has that story.
After realizing that menstrual health has become a challenge for some girls in Busia County, different organizations in partnership with Busia County government congregated at Bunge RC Primary School in Nambale constituency, Busia County, to educate the students on menstrual hygiene management. Speaking after motivating the students who attended the conference, Busia County Menstrual Health Ambassador Christine Namaindi says that through Tuseme Club program, girls have a platform where they can freely air their problems as well as get trained on how to make reusable pads.
For these issues, on issues of menstrual hygiene. And then there's this subject of trying to break the silence through demystifying the cultural norms or taboos, because up to the moment we still have regions or communities where the whole subject of menstrual health management is still a taboo topic. So we want to normalize the whole subject of menstrual hygiene management so that it helps to end stigma.
District Coordinator of the Forum for Africa Women Educationalist Kenya FAWE, Evelyn Amunga, has also stated that involvement of both males and females in menstrual hygiene issues gives them the opportunity to reveal challenges that they are going through, as well as looking for a possible solution for the issues.
Our intervention in schools is through the Tuseme Club. And through the Tuseme Club, we give girls opportunity to speak out issues affecting them. So that's why we are here as Tuseme Club members from 4 schools within the county, so that we can address the issues of menstrual health that are affecting our girls and how we can find solutions to solve those problems.
Maureen Asiko, a teacher who is also an ambassador and founder of sewed menstrual towels made from clothing, says that the innovation has increased the number of girls less on attendance during menstruation. Salma Swaleh, KUTV.
Now, across our borders, former U.S. President Donald Trump won the Republican presidential primary in the southern state of South Carolina on Saturday, defeating the former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, in her home state. VOA's congressional correspondent Catherine Gibson has more.
Welcome, the next president of the United States, President Donald J. Trump.
Another win for the former president of the United States as he aims for a return to the White House.
An even bigger win than we anticipated.
His remaining competitor for the Republican presidential nomination, Nikki Haley, failed to win her home state where she had served as governor. But she told supporters her campaign would continue.
There are huge numbers of voters in our Republican primaries who are saying they want an alternative.
Haley has positioned herself as the alternative for voters who don't want to see a rematch between Trump and President Joe Biden in the November general election, arguing she is a younger and more energetic alternative.
She was a good in the United Nations as our lead to the United Nations, and I think she has a really good foreign policy background. I think she'd be a good leader, and she's in the right age group.
Other South Carolina voters criticized Haley as part of the political establishment, while declining to say who they voted for.
She's kind of a bought for hire, like her opinions sway based on the biggest contribution. Whoever pays her more, that's kind of where her vote goes.
Trump supporters here in South Carolina say the former president's 2024 election bid isn't for power, but for the people.
Go back to better economy, freedom. You know, get rid of the people, the people that committed crimes, like this current administration, have them accountable for.
A win here in her home state would have boosted Haley's candidacy, but she's already looking forward to Super Tuesday in early March, when a diverse range of 15 U.S. states and 1 American territory will award more than a third of the delegates needed for the Republican presidential nomination. Haley's supporters here in South Carolina say she'll have a broader appeal across the nation.
I can be proud of her when she's talking, that she's not saying horrible things about everybody. She seems like to be a real smart person.
Some South Carolina voters say that even if Trump is the frontrunner, the 4 criminal court cases pending against him could change the dynamic of the race.
What if they put him in jail before the election? I don't know. Then what happens? So I guess Nikki Haley could be the next Republican nominee, but I'm not sure.
Kelsch and his wife criticized those court cases for targeting Trump, but declined to say whom they were voting for. Catherine Gibson, VOA News, Charleston, South Carolina.
All right, we are taking a very fast short break at this point. Agribusiness is on the other side of this break. Frank.
They are powerful and influential. They make decisions in politics, education, finance, agriculture, health, sports, and all aspects of human life. But the impact of their decisions falls on you, the common citizen. KUTV Primetime News Thursday, we ask bold questions and pursue answers to the core to bring you closer to the story. We couldn't have it any other way. Join me, Auma Evans, as I raise matters of social concern to raise your voice from the background to the foreground. Every Thursday and Saturday at 9 p.m. only on KUTV.
Maelfu na maelfu ya wahamiaji wakiwa na watoto kutoka nchi za Amerika ya Kati wanaendelea kuwasili kwenye mpaka kati ya Marekani na Mexico.
But folks, I'm going. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ni habari kutoka pembe zote duniani.
Pepo pasi vuguvugu. Pepo pa ni idea.
Tazidi ananyonya, hanyonyi vizuri, anakuwa hayuko comfortable.
Jeshi la Jamhuri ya Kidemokrasia ya Kongo linapambana na waasi wa ADF.
Kwa sasa wanatoa wito kwa mashirika, makampuni na vile vituo vya uchukuzi.
Mambo mengi yatakwenda kama yalivyopangwa.
Hapa ni kuna mmoja wa viongozi wa chama cha wavuvi katika eneo hili.
Zaidi tunajaribu kuwapa chanjo ili ina boost ama inanyanyua kinga ya mwili.
hiyo inaenda kupelekea kupambana na virusi.
Ni Dunia ni leo, Jumatatu mpaka Ijumaa, moja kwa moja kutoka VOA Swahili, Washington DC.
Power is transient, that at this point it's them who are powerful. In the next time, the next term, it will be them who are actually begging the courts to protect their rights. Yes.
You mentioned something that I would really love for you to elaborate on. When you say banana republic, what does that really mean?
It's a republic that is characterized by chaos.
Get ready to kickstart your day with the most exciting morning show around. Tune in to our dynamic and entertaining program where we keep you informed, engaged, and entertained from the moment you wake up.
From breaking news and current events to music, fun, and out of the ordinary stories, we've got you covered with a mix of interviews, games, and special segments. You never know what's in store.
Join us every Monday morning
and Tuesday morning
for a fun and fascinating way to start your day.
Don't miss out on the action.
Tune in now and experience the excitement for yourself.
Only on KUTV Rise Today from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Start your day
with us.
You are watching Weekend Live with Odida.
Welcome back to KUTV Weekend Live. Let's continue with our coverage. Now, the County Department of Agriculture of Nyeri, alongside other organizations, launched a campaign that will see primary school learners embrace aquaculture and fish eating. According to the Sub-County Fisheries Officer Lazarus Mutiso, the campaign will also go a long way in overwriting the stereotype associated with the fish farming and fish as an alternative source of white meat. Listen in.
The health benefits of red and white meat have for long been surrounded with debate and suspicion, with white meat being considered to be the most nutritious. A campaign has been launched in Nyeri County to introduce fish in schools. According to Nyeri Sub-County Fisheries Officers Lazaro Mutiso, while speaking in Gitunduchi Primary and Junior Secondary School in Mathira constituency, the campaign is being implemented in 4 primary schools within the county and 56 schools around the country. Mutiso noted that some of the participating schools will be expanding the project as a way of earning additional income from the surplus fish that will be harvested.
Hawa watoto tukianza kuwafunza maneno ya ukulima wa samaki saa hizi, tutaweza kudili na hiyo notion ambayo wazazi wao wamekuwa nayo kutoka kitambo ya samaki ni ya kutoka pande ile nyingine ya nchi. Samaki huwa ananuka vibaya, ako na harufu. Tukianza kuwafunza saa hizi mapema, hawa watoto watagrow wakiwa hawana hiyo notion, na pia hata after wamemaliza shule wataenda kureplicate what they are learning here kwa mashamba yao.
On his part, the school's headmaster James Mbache lauded the initiative, saying that the campaign will be instrumental in implementing the competence-based curriculum. Mbache additionally noted that the campaign will be instrumental in molding the next crop of fish farming champions.
Itaendeleza lishe bora kwa wanafunzi na hata wananchi wanaokaribia shule yetu. Kwa hivyo tuna huo moyo wa kuendelea kudumisha mradi wetu na kuendeleza zaidi, hata tukipanda tukiweza kupanua uwe na hali 2 ama 3, na pengine tuweze kufuga samaki aina tofauti tofauti.
During the launch, a total of 300 tilapia fish were harvested from the school fish pond. The learners were treated to a meal of ugali, fish and cakes for lunch. Von Kiamuma, KUTV.
Now, the government has been urged to equip smallholder organic farmers with inputs and skills for sustainability of enough food production, as well as mitigating the effects of climate change. The farmers drawn from 14 counties in the country say their main focus is not to make a fortune out of farming, but are mindful of the health of the consumer. Listen in.
The Sustainability Agriculture Community Development Program SACDEP organization and farmers are urging the government to equip smallholder organic farmers with inputs and skills for sustainability of enough production, as well as mitigating the effects of climate change. According to the CEO Ngugi Mtura, the government and other organizations of development only followed up the growth of few crops after gaining independence rather than enlarging the growth of more crops.
Unajua nchi ya Kenya baada ya uhuru kupatikana, serikali na mashirika mengine ya maendeleo yalifuatilia sana mambo ya ukuzaji wa mimea michache, bali na kupanua kiasi ya kikubwa cha mimea ambao walisaidia ukuzaji wake na utafiti. Na ndipo hapo sasa tukawa nchi ambayo inategemea mimea 3-4.
He further says that his organization helps farmers in connecting their crops with the market for more money.
As you might know, that in organic, when you are growing organic, you don't need a lot of input. So because most of the products, most of the planting materials, they are all available within your farm. In that regard, you are able to keep the costs for planting different varieties low.
Additionally, the government has been called upon to enhance support to boost organic farming and save the money that is being used to import fertilizer and seeds.
Vile tunawasaidia kutengeneza soko, kuongeza dhamana na kuongeza soko, kuwafanyisha soko ili waweze kupata fedha vile.
Herman Sachit, who is one of the international SACDEP partners, said that organic farming doesn't need a lot of input since most of the products of farming and materials are always available within the farm, thus keeping the cost of planting low.
Ndio sababu tunauliza serikali itusaidie sisi ambao tunakuza ukulima ambao hauna gharama ya juu, ili tusaidie hata serikali iweze kuokoa fedha ambazo zinatumika kupeleka nchi zingine, kuleta fertilizer, kuleta mbegu, kuleta madawa. Kwa sababu kwa hiyo miaka 30 tumezidua mambo mengi kuhusu ukulima.
Farmers present expressed their satisfaction in organic foods, saying after they started producing and using organic foods, their lives have changed drastically, thus urging the government not to be biased when distributing funds towards agriculture. Gracia Saganda, KUTV.
The Lake region has the potential to produce 60% of the country's rice needs. This is according to Siaya Governor James Orengo, who has called on the government and other partners to help the region harness its potential to enable the locals become food secure and improve their livelihoods.
Siaya Governor James Orengo has underscored that his government is keen on pursuing partnerships that will see the local rice growers in the Lake region benefit from knowledge and technology.
This delegation is here to tour Siaya, and as soon as we finish this press briefing, they're going to go to the field. Their forte is in agriculture, and particularly what we are putting our focus on is rice.
while hosting the delegation from India, which was led by the chairman of India's National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, Dr. Govinda Chintala. Orengo noted that the delegation's visit was a reciprocal of an earlier visit by the Lake Region Economic Bloc governors to India, where they had held discussions with several potential investors. Mr. Chintala, on his part, said his delegation was keen on rice cultivation and wanted to see how they can partner to increase yields.
This tour, we are going to have further discussions and follow-ups with meetings here, and possibly if we succeed in the effort we are trying to pursue, meetings in India, and hopefully we are going to translate this engagement into practical activity on the ground.
The chairman of the Siaya County Assembly Agriculture Committee, Mr. Frederick Omoro, called on the investors to consider investing in the county, which he added was blessed with enough land, manpower and good weather.
As we take you around to know the potentiality in our areas where we can produce rice, we are also privileged to hear from you that you also have the variety that can be done in the mainland, even in the dry areas.
In Kenya, rice is mainly produced by small-scale farmers in Mwea, Bunyala, Tana Delta, Msambweni, and Nyanza provinces, including Ahero, West Kano, Migori, and Kuria. Dorothy Musyoka, KUTV.
Now, in the world of sports, Kenyans are mourning the loss of another athlete, Charles Kipsang Kipkorir, barely 48 hours after the world marathon holder Kelvin Kiptum was buried. Athletics Kenya confirmed the demise of the long-distance runner on Sunday afternoon after he collapsed immediately after finishing the Mount Cameroon Race of Hope in southwest of Cameroon on Saturday. The 33-year-old Kipsang had completed 39 kilometers of the mountain running, in which he had led for the better part before slowing down towards the end, finishing 16th after developing pain. The Athletics Authority has said that it is in touch with the Athletics Authority and Cameroonian government, planning for the next steps regarding the fallen athlete. And finally, English Premier League round of 26 matches saw Manchester United lose to Fulham 2-1, a match that was decided in the last seconds where Alex Iwobi secured the win for the Cottagers side. United neighbours Manchester City forced a narrow 1-0 win against Bournemouth, moving them 1 point behind league leaders Liverpool. Arsenal continued with their fine form after thrashing Newcastle United 4-1 to keep their hopes high of winning the league. In today's match, Wolves hammered Sheffield United 1-0, moving them to 8th in the league. And Liverpool are the Carabao champions 2024. Now that brings us to the end of our bulletin tonight. Many thanks indeed for keeping us company. Be sure to join me again tomorrow for Money Monday. My name is Odida. Our sign language interpreter tonight is Mutava Mongeli. Have yourself a good night.